Hello everybody, welcome to the latest episode of Diecast Alfie. I hope everybody's doing well, and we'll try my best. I'm not sure how that's going to go, but I'm going to try my best to not waffle too much today. Okay, even though we're still on the same day as when I've waffled in the past. Right, and what we're going to look at today are two models, the 773. I'm going to go in closer. Ooh, that way. Let's have a look. The 773 Mazda RX-7 LB Super Silhouette Numero Reserve. Okay, let's try and focus that a bit better for you. I'm not sure if it's right. That might be a bit better. Details UPS on the bottom left if you want to take a still shot. Authenticity in the middle from Mazda. Licensed product. Authenticity from TSM top right. Okay. Liberty Walk. And then we're going to look at the 772 Pinky Pink IMSA, the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Evo 2 2023 IMSA Daytona 24 hours Iron Dames or Iron Dames. Iron, it's what my ex-Filipino lady used to call the iron. I'm going to go and do some ironing. Oh, lovely woman, really salt of the earth. Okay, details there. So you say, well, why did it all go wrong? Well, it didn't. It was just not meant to be, that's all. Okay, details bottom left, and Lamborghini official logo in the middle, TSM logo on the right. Yeah, I went to live in the Philippines for a short while, and what a place that is. Ugh, some beautiful islands. I did the Palawan, Boracay, but I lived up in the northern area. There was 2 typhoons there the first year. Right, so you can look at something while I'm waffling. I'm going to bang the Mazda RX-7 on to begin with. Yeah, 2 typhoons. Wow, you think we have it bad here in these countries, the winds. Woohoo! Absolute shocking. 2 typhoons in a short period. I was probably there maybe a year and a half, 2 years or something. I can't remember. I don't know. And she was a beautiful woman, lovely. But we was up in Nova Visaya, is it, or something? Right up north of mainland. But it was 7 hours from Manila on like a roller coaster coach. Who had drivers that might as well have just been 5-year-olds because they were garbage. Shocking driving, terrible, proper. You know, you see these programs, the world's most dangerous roads. Oh God, this was the world's most dangerous drivers on the world's most dangerous roads. Sold tricycles there. I actually bought one, a tricycle. It's just it was a Chinese motorbike, can't remember the name of it now, a Chinese one, and they strap a tricycle carriage thing, sidecar, whatever you want to call it, to the side of it. Oh, it was very strange to drive. You had to get used to it. You used to have to take your time, but good fun. Beautiful area where we lived, but that was the problem. It was so far out, as I say, 7 hours from the mainland, and you couldn't book a coach. You just had to turn up, and if the seats were full, the seats were full. You couldn't book a ticket. It's ludicrous. I know somebody's going to sit there and correct me, but where I was, I couldn't book a ticket. It was as simple as that. And then when you were in Manila, that was coming home if you wanted to come back to Manila from where I was. But when he was in Manila, you just turned up at the bus station and sat there again I think you bought, if I remember correctly, I think you bought your ticket. Yeah, you did. You bought your ticket there and sat waiting for the coach. Yeah, it was unbelievable. Yeah, you could buy it if you were in Manila, that's right, but when we were coming back we couldn't. But then you buy a ticket and you could, there was different classes, you know. I say luxury. I had people sat on boxes going down the aisle sometimes, you know. Shocking. They weren't supposed to be allowed, but I think they were probably giving backhanders, you know, to the thingamajig. But I might have told you I ended up in jail in Manila. Oh, it's a long story, but I ended up in jail for I upset a woman. I hurt her feelings. Oh, it's comical, but hey, I'm telling you now, 90 odd of us in one cell. Maybe you know, it was a reasonably sized cell, but when all said and done, it was just a cell. I remember, you know, like you see on these programs, you know, foreign jails, you know, where they're all literally, you know, there's about a dozen of them clinging to the bars and, you know, for room. And you were like, all like sardines. 90 odd of us. There was people fainting. It was that hot. And if you were lucky, you got a piece of cardboard at night if you'd greased the wheels, let's say. I say it's a video for another story and another day, but it was an experience. And I think I might have told you the guy who it turned out, I found out later, he was a copper. He was trying to extort money out of me after a bit of an incident at a nightclub where some businessman, husband of a friend, kicked off because he was drunk. We all got kicked out of this domain, this nightclub, nothing to do with me. And but I bumped into this girl, and this copper tried to extort money out of me, and I just said no, no chance. So I got slung in the jail in Manila for a week, a few days, and but by the time I'd greased the wheels, paid I think I have told this story, you know, I paid the yeah, it would have been the prosecutor, the person who organises the things at the court. I paid them 20 quid so I didn't have to sit there over Christmas. 20 the equivalent of 20 quid to expedite the proceedings, and I stood there, and they think they're Americans, you see, all the judges and that. And there was a woman there. This is why I know I told this story, but I'll tell it again because I like it. And it's true. I stood there, and they were all going, "Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am." And so that's what I was doing. I was giving it all, "Yes, ma'am," and I'm laughing my head off in my head. But you know, like you know, everybody else is deadly serious, thinking that I'm being dead polite, but I'm just taking the piss. And in the end, I got fined a whole £90 for upsetting this girl. But the problem was you had to get all kinds of. You had to get the court to sign off that you were allowed out the country. I had to go down to the immigration and get a release form. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, my God. You think I'm ever going back that country again? What a nightmare. That was when the bloke Dirtwee was in charge. And they were going around shooting all the drug dealers, etc. Which, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but the thing is, all you had to do is have a dispute with your neighbour and say, oh, yeah, they're doing drugs. Next thing, you got the drug squad down, trigger happy, because they were getting, they got bounties off Dirtwee. Oh, yeah. Another story, I told you that. I said I wasn't going to waffle, and I've waffled. Do you know this model? Mazda RX-7 LB Super Silhouette. Numero Reserve is stunning. What a beautiful model. The only thing I'm going to say, Dan, if you're watching, I don't know if anybody else has mentioned here, there's like paint rash and, you know, on that skirt down there. I don't know if you can see it. And black speckling. Do you know what? It's very, very minor, and it's certainly nothing to do with you, Dan. And I'm just saying. I'm just wondering if anybody else has said any, if you've had any returns or anything. It's very minor, not worth. I'm certainly not going to bother you with it because it's very minor. But apart from that, I mean, that's just me because I'm I'm super, you know, I hate it. But it is very minor. You probably can't even see it. I can see it. The ducks on the front of the bonnet, big long bonnet, lovely tampos on it. Absolutely gorgeous. I think that's a stunner. Lovely louvered air vents, I presume, there on the wings. Gorgeous wheels, them. Love the chrome round the black spokes. Gorgeous. Lovely body kit on it. Air vents coming out of there. What a gorgeous, it really is a gorgeous model, that. Very, very impressed with this, very impressed. Lovely livery, obviously, you know, I'm a sucker for a livery. Oh yeah, I've got some stories about that jail experience, I can assure you. A lot of stories. You'd think, you know, well, there's not much of a story to be told, but believe me, there is. Ugh, what a shocker. Lovely red roll cage inside. Don't know if it's picking up on that and on the red. Yeah, I know I've told you that story, because in the end the copper who was extorting money out of me, maybe a year later or 10 months later, these ladies who I frequented, my ladies, lovely ladies, they sent me some information and newspaper photos of this copper. They said, "Oh, here's that copper who was extorting money out of you." I said, "What? I didn't even know there was a copper extorting money, because I didn't at the time." And they said, "Oh yeah, blah blah blah." And obviously I knew who the copper was, because he used to sit in like a little wooden cabin at the side of the road on down Burgos Street, is it? Whatever it is, the main street in Manila, where you go the Cafe Cabana. Beautiful, lovely place. And yeah, and what he'd done, he tried to. He tried to extort money out of a Chinese businessman, and they'd set him up and caught him, blah blah blah, and he was there on front page with his, you know, with his nameplate when he was getting photographed in the jail, and I was laughing my head off, because he was going to get slammed up for a good while, and it had been absolutely hammered in jail, obviously a bent corrupt copper. So good luck to you, pal. You deserve everything that you got. I only wish I'd have been in there when you come in. As I say, some of the stories, you had oh god, you had I think I told you, you had a sergeant at arms, and you had not a general. What did they call him now? He was the main top guy, not colonel. Forget what they called him, and he was in charge. But these little soldiers, all the little minions, they dish it out, you know, to anyone who they were all top of the drug chain, like, you know, it was all drug gangs in there, and they had like a dirty great big like a cricket bat, a lump of wood, and I've seen them. I saw them do it. They'd pin somebody down in the middle of the night when guards were asleep, and oh, did I say asleep? Corrupt? No way. And beat them. I've seen it. I actually saw it one night. Was like, hey, what's going on over there? I say over there. Say it was only a cell, small cell. Right, beautiful. Look at that spoiler, gorgeous, stunning car. Absolutely, I've waffled on far too much. Beautiful. Yeah, because I told you the story about, well, I keep saying I'm not going to tell you the story, and then I waffle on, don't you? About the karaoke. I sang karaoke. They invited me back, the cops. I'd had to grease the wheels, like, and because they knew I was greasing the wheels, they invited me back for the Christmas function, only because they wanted me to sponsor some presents, you know, raffle thing, prizes for the station. You wouldn't believe it. You couldn't write it, honestly. And I went. They put a big karaoke machine outside the cell doors, the main thing. the corridor, and then they wired it up, and they let the prisoners have a sing-song on the karaoke. I kid you not. And we were outside, and me with my ladies and these coppers, guards, whatever you want to call them, and I'd bought some brandy and all this lot, because it's what they wanted, some baskets with prizes in for their families, you know, and all this caper. And I was singing Jailhouse Rock, Elvis Presley. Now you see, they didn't get the irony of it, and oh God, it was just incredible. Incredible, very, very funny. Funny but not funny, if that makes sense. But such a corrupt country. Yeah, I'm sorry to say it, and I do apologise to any normal Filipinos out there, because they're lovely people. They are lovely, but obviously not all of them. But they sell their own mothers. But I could say that about some of the UK people. But the actual, in general, they're lovely, lovely people. But those that have, talk to those that don't in a absolutely disgusting, condescending, shocking manner that I hated. Right, Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Evo 2, 2023 IMSA Daytona 24 hours. Iron Dames or Iron Dames, don't know. Okay, straight away, pinky pink. I'm a man's man. Pink is not my favourite colour. Having said that, on this particular model, if it didn't have all the tampos, then it'd be it with a hammer, because I just don't like it. Not because it's pink, but just because I don't like pink, right? But pink with these tampos on a Lamborghini is absolutely... Oh, I'm just readjusting my tackle because I'm sat on them. And it is stunning. Absolutely stunning. And I know this model's done very, very well, I believe. When I've been looking on the internet. Right. Lovely spoke wheels. Gorgeous tampos. I mean, that does look stunning. I don't think it'd look very well in Warrington, where I live, which is just outside of Manchester, or just outside of Liverpool, whichever way you want to look at it. But there you go. I don't think it'd look very well here. If you go further south, you're in Wilmslow with all the overrated and overpaid footballers. And there we go. Right, gorgeous, gorgeous model that is. Nice canards on the corner of the wing. Lovely air outtakes on the bonnet. Escape hatch on the middle there. Nice louvered engine bay. Green rubber wing mirrors. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous that. Nice inserted, like an orangey green headlamps in there. Oh, they'll be greeny, won't they, somewhere? Oh, it's lovely. It is a nice model. Lovely livery. Hopefully some girly is driving it. Well, you get a good look at it anyway, because it'd be at the back. God, not that I'm sexist or anything. I'm 58, which is where I get it from. It's just the era. I joke. There's some fantastic lady drivers, let's say. There was that. You remember the German one, the Queen of the Nürburgring. God, she used to guest on and embarrass a few people on what was it, Top Gear. I forget her name now. Blonde piece. It's quite tasty actually, but she was a great driver. You know, there is. Oh, and that, what was it? Oh God, what was the English Totty one? Posh Totty she was. Oh God, she was a good driver, but she was. Listen, one of the best drivers, female, I know was my mate's missus. She was a great driver, but was my auntie. She was brilliant, absolutely brilliant driver. So I thought anyway. But anyway, let's move on before I get myself in trouble. I love it really. Right, nice louvered quarter window. Very, very nice. Yeah, I don't know who the driver of this is. Gorgeous. Joe, there's been some lovely paint jobs, haven't there, on these Lambos? You know, I sold one the other day, I can't remember, that Infinite one, you know, the yellow, and I've still got a couple down here. I'm just looking at them now in my box. And it was peanuts, 21, 22 quid. Something crazy. And it's like one of the nicest models you'll get. I find it absolutely crazy. Stunning. But there you go. Beautiful rear end. Really nice. Iron Dames or Iron Dames is, I don't know if it's a sponsor even, I haven't got a clue. See it there. Nice louvered engine bay. Engine bay. Very nice. Nice spoiler. Okay. So in terms of a paint job, I mean that it is a stunner. However, I don't know, that this black and white thing for me is gorgeous. I think it's gorgeous, that Mazda. Absolutely gorgeous. I dropped a clanger. I saw one, you know, the black one that was out recently. I don't know where that is. That's in a box somewhere. The last one, that black and silvery one, and I was looking on a website that I use in Thailand, and he had the blistered chase there. I thought he was I thought at the time, I thought you're a bit naughty really, because, you know, I'm sorry, but a retailer shouldn't sell chases at you know, chase prices, right? You know, it's totally different if they stick it on a website and bid for it, then that's up to people what they want to pay for it. But to retail it at a chase price, I think that's naughty, personally, you know. So that it was a retailer in Thailand who so I didn't bother. But you know, then on reflection, when I look at it now, I wish I'd have got it, because it was a stunner. It was still a decent price, but it was the RX-7 anyway, and that's gorgeous. That would have been in my top 10. I'm not saying the pink would have been, although it's very nice. I don't think it'd have been in my top 10. That one, however, would have been. I think it's gorgeous. But you know me, I'm a sucker for a livery. Okay, right, but at that time, I think 11:22, I believe that the ex-sister-in-law has gone now, which frees me up for finishing my video and going down and getting something to eat. I'll probably be on 4-day-old bread, probably put some cheese spread on, and I was just about to say I'm going to have it with some soup, which would be a fine thing if I had some soup. So it's going to revert back to the old favourite, pot noodle. Which has just reminded me, because I've got a sore mouth from the pot noodle yesterday. So I might not. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, this waffling that I'm doing, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. I'm probably going to leave me set up here now, because I need to get rid of all my models off my table, because to free up some space. So okay, I'm going to shut her down for today. Any of your model needs, modelstore.co.uk. Dan, Jenny, Big Boss Ron, happy New Year to all of you there. I probably said it already, but I'm 58, so I might have forgot, you know. So if you want anything pre-ordering, not just for Mini GT, Kaido House, Hot Wheels, or they have everything there, as damn it. Very good company to deal with. Modelstore.co.uk. Okay, hit the like button, subscribe if you enjoyed it. Take care, and I will see you in the next episode of Diecast Alfie. Enjoy, and hopefully by that time we may have subscriber number 500. Okay, so if you've not subscribed, you be that man. Oh, look at my finger there. You be that man. 500. And you never know. You never know. Don't know what you never know like, but you never know. Alright, take care. Bye.